All right, about to go live. How are you guys doing? There we go. Perfect. So Paula is going to pick her mini that she's going to be starting here in a minute.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Chance, you asked if I'm a stay-at-home dad these days. So I've kind of been on and off for a few years as stay-at-home dad, I would say. I did it for a bit when we first moved to Grand Rapids and a little bit at the end there. But, yeah, and then since we moved back over here about a year and a half ago, I've kind of been doing that again as well. And now I get to be a stay-at-home kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, now he's like homeschooling our kindergartner.
Yeah. 9-year-old virtual schooling. 5-year-old, I'm the teacher.
I kind of keep Lily on track during the day. And then he takes care of the kindergartner.
Yup. So it's fun. What are you doing? The paint's not coming off.
It's like really dirty.
Yeah.
I was trying to clean it. It didn't really work.
No, it's from the washes and stuff.
Okay.
It's gonna just gunk up with paint. That's how this works.
Well, we need to get something out here to clean it. All I was using was water.
Okay.
We just need a cleaner. Okay.
So, yeah.
We're looking at options for miniatures to paint next. This one's going to be kind of tricky.
Chance is going to do a guide to homeschooling kindergartners.
You have to.
Chance's guide to kindergarten.
You have to adjust the camera focus a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about painting her.
How are you going to be painting it?
Like this. I don't know. Right?
Okay.
But I was thinking about painting this barbarian.
Do it.
She looks kind of cool there.
Do it.
So I've got that. We got this dude that we looked at the other night.
Mm-hmm.
He could be cool.
Yep, I'd say so.
I can't remember.
Long division's like 4th grade.
Yeah. Lily says she's doing like well. I don't know. She's getting done with school really quick.
She knows she can. Kids, man, kids.
We have this Druid dude. He's pretty cool. We could paint him.
Yeah, in like 2nd grade you start multiplication, but you really don't do multiplication until like 3rd grade. You do those timed sheets where it's like 100 problems in a minute.
Yeah.
And then the
We got this Druid.
that's when division starts, but long division's like 4th grade.
Yeah. And we say I say we pick a large miniature, seeing as how Chance's Guide to Psychology might take a little longer than expected. Okay, so what should
She
we
won't
do?
be painting a large one, you know that, right? She's laying out all the ones she's thinking about.
These are the ones I'm thinking about. So we have these two that we talked about the other night, and then
The
we
middle
have
top one is my future
these
player character, so maybe that.
Druids, and then we have like this barbarian. We've got choices. What should we do?
Welcome, Paul Taylor. Happy to see you back again.
Guide to Aromatherapy said I had heart math.
Chance, you should do videos on math. You can never run out of problems to solve. Numbers are infinite.
We do have this bookshelf too. What about this?
You said you didn't want to paint brown anymore.
I know.
So don't do it. Do something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Druid.
Who's this guy?
A giant?
Yeah, he's kind of cool.
I think he's a frost giant. He might be a storm giant.
Cameron says the tentacle one, this one. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities for this one.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
So now you have to do it. You're talking it up.
I mean, it is cool. What color would I do that?
I don't know. You're the one with the possibilities.
I feel like I keep doing a lot of purple lately, so like I almost don't want to make it purple.
Yeah, don't do it purple.
But it would be cool if it was
Do
purple.
it brown.
I'm not doing it brown. Nothing is going to be brown.
It's a rope monster.
Yeah.
Can't say that other name.
I could do a green.
That's fine.
Which I like.
So they're in caves, and they have perfect stealth because they blend in with the surroundings.
Oh. Google one for me.
It's going to be brown.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I just did brown.
You don't have to do it brown.
Okay. Well, let's think. I thought it would be cool if it was like purple
See?
or green.
Brown, rocky, gray.
Keep going down. That's only like 5 pictures. There's a green
That one's like a
one.
tree, though. See, it's a little different.
Yeah, that one's a little more like a tree. I see. I was thinking a little bit more like, I don't know, sci-fi kind of style.
All brown. All brown.
Okay.
All of them.
All right. I don't know if I can do that. We've done.
So what color do you want to do?
We've done 11 videos of brown
Done way more than
and
that.
gray,
Yeah, I don't know.
right?
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
I mean, what color do you want to do? It doesn't have to be a rope monster. It can be something else.
Grays and blues is what Cameron says. See, Paul said he painted his purple.
Mm-hmm. You got rid of that stealth right away. It's like, what's that purple spear thing?
No, because it's like when something is when it's dark or in a dark area. Like, have you ever done that thing with like the red apple and the green apple, and like you turn the lights dim? One of them you can see much better than the other. I believe you can see the green apple better than the red apple. You've never done that before?
No, and that's not going to apply to any tabletop RPG.
No, but I'm just saying, like, in dim light, something that is, like, in a red family, like purple, is going to blend in.
Look at, wow, they used the whole damn rainbow.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. But, who knows? Is it the red or is it the green?
Whatever you want.
Like, you could do either or. It would, be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know. Is that the one you want to... Is that the one you want to paint?
I don't know.
Pick the one you want to paint.
What were you
You just got done painting one that you
wanted me to paint. You want me to paint this guy.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the next guy, like, stream number 1. You just never did him.
There's a lot of green.
Which is not gray, and it's not brown.
And there's a lot of, like, potential green. There is going to be some brown, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but if it's like a minor color, it doesn't matter. Right?
I mean...
So apparently I watched all those real estate shows.
Oh, did you?
On the one, yeah, I don't know. I went to watch it. I'm like, oh, it's not even showing up anymore. I must have watched every episode. It must have been like 6 episodes. Just as it was getting good, too. Paul Taylor said, after that dragon, you probably want a quick one, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know which one would be the fastest.
The
I
little
think
ones
this
all
would
are about a
be-
2-night process, it seems.
I think this would be the fastest one.
Why?
Because there's a lot of, like, surface that's going to be a similar color.
Yeah, you're going to do that? You're going to stick with one color?
I mean, like, a similar... Right?
I don't know. Oh, you're fine. I got it.
Okay.
I spilled a cup of water, guys. It's okay, though. I had to watch for a second to make sure it wasn't going towards my computer.
Okay. Maybe I'll think about it. Either way, we'll end up with this.
I mean, go for it. If you want to paint the rope monster, do it. I don't think it matters. Especially if you think that's the quickest. I don't think it's going to be done tonight, though. I think no matter what, we're talking about a 2-night mini painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's about what it is.
Okay.
2 nights. That's what you average on those other ones.
Yeah, I guess that's about true.
Oh, Chance says, "Hey, Paula, you went to school for psychology, right?"
I did.
Are you going to ask her about her Enneagram type or something?
We don't talk about that.
Why? That's psychology.
Cool.
Tells
They
you.
talk about Myers-Briggs.
Oh yeah, I know. I took psychology in college.
I got a email the other day that was like, Tableau Quiz of the Day. And I was clicking through a bunch of them, and there was a Myers-Briggs dashboard that they made. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can get away with any color. That's the consensus rate. I'm still waiting for Chance to answer why he was curious about psychology. I mean, I know he's talked about Chance's Guide to Psychology. Make it a yellow roper, the outcast of his group. Now, out to bring the magic of roper stage musicals to the rest of the Underdark. Well, first of all, it's not a roper. It's a rope monster.
I feel like it has a lot of opportunities. Like, this is something you could play in, like, a sci-fi game.
Sure. You could use it for a lot of things. You just paint it black and call it a monster. You can do whatever you want with it. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna paint it black and call it
You
a
could paint him
monster.
blue. He could be an underwater rope monster. Okay, here we go. Any tips on explaining the 4 temperaments of personality? I gotta explain it in like 4 sentences.
I don't remember. I do not remember what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Because once I was done with school, I never did anything.
With psychology.
Yeah.
Like you could finish that sentence.
Sorry, I never did anything with psychology.
I never did anything once I was done with school. If you
No,
paint it
I
black,
never-
you have to play the song while you do it. What song? Like Black
Paint
Lady?
it black.
Oh, I don't know what that is. What is that?
That's Rolling Stones.
I don't like Rolling
You're
Stones.
saying Paint it black.
Oh, by the way, a show I did, pre-viz, post-viz, is premiering tonight on HBO Max. If you have it, it's called Raised by Wolves. It's pretty out there, sci-fi, very Mobius, French comic artist influence. First 2 episodes are directed by Ridley Scott, no less. Huh. That's cool.
Oh wow! I don't have HBO Max.
We did for a while.
Yeah.
And then Game of Thrones ended. Then we got it again for a minute. I don't remember why. We were watching Chernobyl or something. I think there was some movie. Oh, it was the beginning of COVID. It was free for a month. That's what it was. That sounds cool though. So is that what you do for a living then? You work on videos and stuff? Or videos, movies and shows? came free with AT&T fiber. Yeah, we don't have fiber here. We're in a podunk, tiny town. In fact, I don't even think they have the same cable company for all the areas. I think there's different cable companies. But you don't have a choice. Like, we're stuck with the one company. Even though, yeah. Like, it's not like we can go to, what was it? They have a...
No, you can get AT&T or you can get Comcast.
Not here.
Yeah.
No. AT&T wasn't hooked up here for internet. Or one of them. Maybe it's TV. One of them's exclusive.
It's kind of weird.
It's common anywhere there's like associations or apartment buildings. So sometimes whoever had set it up in the buildings or whatever gets exclusivity. So that's why you could do satellite in the past or Comcast in a lot of places.
Gotcha.
But you couldn't do Comcast and like, what was it? Roadrunner, I think was the other one they had out in Ipsy. Oh, football's starting soon.
Oh, I know. My boss sent me a football
schedule?
Yeah.
For the NFL?
Yeah, like we're gonna do whatever it was.
Pick 'em?
Like it's a draft or something like that.
Is it for money?
No, it's
What's
just
the
like
point?
for fun.
Wait. So you're
Because-
so you're picking players?
No, sorry, the one where you just pick the winner.
Yeah, like a King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Like if you lose this week, you're gone. You're done.
Well, no, I mean like you still
just do
get
points?
to play, but like you're out of the running to win.
That's weird.
Like, but you still play.
I don't understand why if you already lost automatically.
Because like it's fun because it's for the whole like year.
So you could do a points thing.
Well, like no, I think we're doing. Yeah, I think that's how we're doing it. Like you get a point.
She has no idea, guys.
I don't know. Maybe you get a point if like your team wins, and then whoever is ahead, you know, whoever wins the most games in the year. I think that's who wins.
All right.
Maybe, but there's a point where no matter, even if you get the rest of them right, you're not gonna win. And that point comes quickly with Jenna and I. Like, she and I just, like, lose so fast. Leslie won last year. She did great.
So Cameron says, what are y'all's favorite way to spice up the exploration pillar of play in your campaigns? I got nothing, man. I'm still trying to figure that out. What about you, Paula?
The exploration pillar?
Yeah. So there's combat, there's exploration, and then there's social encounters and stuff. So what, like exploration, obviously, anytime they're traveling, like between cities or a dungeon or whatever, what do you do to spice it up? To make it fun.
I don't know.
To give it some zhuzh.
To give it some zhuzh?
Yeah, you know, some zhuzh. From Queer Eye, the one guy's always talking about zhuzh. Zhuzh in hair or something.
I don't know. What makes it more exciting? Like finding something?
Depends on the group, but...
You know?
But
But
no.
like finding something sometimes doesn't have value, maybe.
Well,
or
like
it's
travel
meaningless.
can be boring.
Because
Is the idea. Like,
sometimes,
oh yeah, we walk. Random encounter. We walk.
yeah, but like sometimes maybe like you like find something and it could be something related to like nothing, but somehow like the players will make that thing like part of the plot line and the story.
Like my coin, the portal thing.
Yeah, you know, and so then you just have to go with it, and so sometimes you give them like a weird thing, like
Okay.
you know, see what happens and see how it goes. They usually like tie it back to the story in some sort of weird, odd way that you never would have thought of.
Yeah.
And then it kind of forces you to be a little bit more, you know,
I suppose.
creative, right? It helps develop the story. I mean, sometimes that's cool, like, in a module, because sometimes you can feel, like, if you're running a module, that it's like you're just stuck to the story.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't want to feel stuck to the story, then that's a good way to kind of, like, develop your own little story inside that story.
Sure.
You know, so it's a little more customized. I don't know.
Yeah, I really struggle with making exploration fun, I feel. I usually pepper in random encounters. Like Chance says, job boards, I do that. Bounty boards, things like that.
Oh, yeah, you do that.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it necessarily makes it more fun. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
Chance says, what's going on with sports anyway? I thought they were all supposed to be canceled.
Yeah, nope.
No.
You have too many people who were like, nope.
No, the NFL is going.
Yeah,
right?
they restructured their season though. NBA did their thing inside of a bubble.
Yeah.
Like they shut down everything and made their players stay like within a certain block radius of like Disneyland or something.
Baseball.
They're playing.
Yeah.
Just no crowds.
Yeah.
Half the guys in baseball are still wearing masks too.
Yeah.
While they play.
Yeah, and I mean locally, like, so a lot of the colleges did cancel though.
Mm-mm.
Right? Some of them did.
Back on.
Michigan State did, right?
College football's back on.
Notre Dame.
They're right now trying to move it to October
instead of this month.
Yeah, like a month. They're fighting hard for that.
And then even locally,
in fact, a bunch of athletes' parents are protesting. Like this next week or whatever.
Locally in our state, organized sports were just opened back up, so that's right, like at the last second.
Yeah, high school
for
sports.
For the seasons. Yeah, like, I know. I said
locally. But recreational sports have been going on the whole time. Like, I've seen kids playing baseball since, like, May.
Yeah, those have all finished out. They just opened gyms back up today.
Mm-hmm.
They opened bowling alleys.
Yup.
So all sports are still going on. There was an NBA strike for a game.
Yeah, but that's not because of
COVID. I know, but I'm just saying, like, so, people's perception may be that they're not open.
I think early on they were talking about canceling football, canceling college sports. Like, I think that's all he's saying is that, yeah, I thought they were canceling it because that's what it was being talked about. And it's not in any of the situations at this point. There's too much money involved. Like, when you're talking about billions of dollars, like, the rich aren't going to let you
certain
not
colleges
play.
Make a ton of money off of.
Well, it's not even that. It's the TV contracts. That's the big part. TV contracts. That's where they make most of their money. I mean, think about it. If you don't have to worry about security and you don't have to worry about concessions and stuff like that, then you don't have the expenses you do to put on a sporting event. So, and really the crowd, I mean, obviously they make a little more depending on what school you're talking about, but the crowd tends to pay those expenses and all the running costs, around the stadium. So I don't know.
Anyway, it's all back on.
To be fair, sports have always been hypocritical. College athletes are always getting shafted. Well, I agree with you. I agree. Although things are starting to move in their direction. They are finally starting to realize they have a lot more pull and sway. And so things are starting to go their way. But I wouldn't say it's hypocritical. I mean, it is what it is. Like, especially when you're talking about college sports. You're talking about kids that they're only going to school to play a sport so that they can get to a professional level.
Or maybe they're only going to that school because they're playing a sport.
Right,
like,
which is probably more common.
The amount of kids getting scholarships, college is quite expensive.
Yup.
Um,
Look, she's painting the Druid.
I know. I felt bad because I did tell you quite a few times I was going to paint him.
It's a pity painting.
And then I never did.
It's a pity painting, guys.
You know? And look at what I'm painting. Brown.
Yep, exactly where you said you were going to hold the mini, too.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm trying. I feel like this is right next to my face.
Well, it has to move up because of where you were painting. It's not. You got space.
It looks like it's like right there.
That's funny. Also, you have different temperaments for different sports, too. Like, the personality types from one sport to the other are completely different. You know? So... Oh, so he is going to have some brown to him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cool with that.
I don't know.
I'm cool with it.
I mean...
It'll probably look really good. You'll probably be more satisfied with that mini than any other mini you've ever painted.
I'm probably now going to hate it.
No, it's going to be your favorite.
It's not going to be my
of
favorite.
all time.
I don't think it's going to be my favorite.
All time top 10 favorite mini. Where's Roll Stats tonight? Or Melchior? Speaking of getting shafted.
27 Shades of Pine.
It's 37.
37.
Yup.
Only 37?
Thought so. But I don't know. I don't really remember. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Whew. All right. I suppose. I just find a lot of it to be dirty pool. What do you mean by that? I've never heard someone say that. You mean like how hustlers play pool? I don't think that works for sports. Or I just don't understand the context. Oh, so Drake was asking in the Patreon Discord if when we were going to play.
Oh.
Our new game. Mm-hmm. And so... Oh, shoot, I'm out of water. So, I told him as soon as I get my book, which I think is like still 2 weeks away. Oh, here's a good question.
Can you get a PDF?
Yeah, but no, I want the physical book. It's hard. I don't do well with PDFs.
Yeah, but, you know, I can help you.
See, Drake lurking in the shadows. We're all going to do it on stream.
Make a character.
We're all doing it on stream anyway.
Oh, yeah, so just send me the PDF.
I did already.
And then we'll do it.
I did.
Yeah, you did. I just didn't read it yet.
Yeah, you got to click it. It should add access to your drive. Cameron says, how often do y'all use layers and layer actions? I don't usually use layer actions. Some of them just seem really OP to me. But yeah, I don't know.
I've only ever used a couple. I usually don't get that many parties to the point where you can use a lot of those.
Yeah.
You know? Is it coming via boat? That's what I'm saying. Like, just
It's print on demand product.
Yeah, just use, like, the PDF, though.
Sure.
You're a professional lurker.
Oh, we learned that. We've learned that. That's funny. We love you, dude. We really do. You are good at that, though. You're like that guy who, like, you'll be hanging out with the group, but, like, you're kind of 2 feet out of the circle. And so, like, people forget you were there. You know?
What?
He's got that stealth skill.
Yeah,
he's very stealthy. He just kind of, like, he's there. He doesn't look like he's trying to be stealthy, but he's doing it. Just poor sports about it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You've lost me, man. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't understand the context of it all.
People are poor sports about football?
I think he was talking about athletes. Being poor sports about being taken advantage of in college or something.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't really understand. I homebrew a lot of my monsters, though. Yeah, I do a lot of homebrewing with my monsters.
Yeah, sometimes you rip the stats off of something and apply it to something else. And
yeah, or just come up with something completely different. Like, oh, I'm going to describe it like this, and this is its ability. Looks like a goblin, but it's doing such and such. I've had my fair share of players who go, that creature can't do that. It's always funny. Shan says, I'm pretty sure they had to chop down the tree and extract the pulp. So it's through Drive-Thru RPG print on demand. And so I don't know where it's printed or whatever.
I'm just saying use the
It takes
PDF.
like 2 weeks. It takes a week in order to get it printed. And then it takes up to 2 weeks to ship due to COVID.
There's an easy solution for this problem.
That's not a solution. That doesn't fix the problem when the problem is I don't have the physical book. Hello from the edge, time, and space. The edge of time and space? Boy, it is hard to find good parking here. How is everyone today? We are good. How are you, Victor? Look, we're not painting a giant dragon for 3 months.
Yeah, we finished the dragon. It's over.
For now. Until I start pointing out parts that are just gray. Paula, look, this is just gray. We gotta touch it up.
What? So it sounds like you don't like it.
No, I just think it's fun to heckle. I'm a heckler.
It sounds like you don't like it.
Oh no, I do. I'm good.
You don't want it.
Whatever. Oh. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me get more comfortable here. Not gonna be able to read it though. I got an idea. Try and use this. Just a moment, guys. I'm setting up my phone so I can read the comments. Watch, I'm never going to use this druid. Ever.
I know. COVID.
Are we playing the Tomb game soon?
Yeah, when are we playing that game? We should. I was
keep
thinking about
forgetting
that
about it.
earlier.
I don't know, but I keep forgetting about it. It's customary for me to forget about it.
The 11th.
The 11th?
Yeah, I did set a reminder for that. That is next week on Friday. So at some point, since I don't work on Monday due to Labor Day, I should look at that book.
What book? Oh, Tomb.
Yeah.
Victor says, you two act like a married couple. I know, right? We should probably get married.
Crazy.
Cameron says, one of these days, Paula is going to say, heckle this and punch you in the nose, Juice. LOL. Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. One, I'm on the opposite side of the table, and she couldn't reach me. Two, I think she'd hurt her wrist more than she'd hurt my nose. Also, I don't think I'd let her get a square shot on my nose. I'm just saying. What you doing over there? Are you mixing paint or something?
Yeah, I'm mixing paint, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're doing it off camera.
I don't usually do it on camera.
What?
Do I?
No.
I don't.
Probably not. You're like, nope, everything is out of view.
It's all
Nothing is for you.
It's a secret.
You're not allowed to see anything.
Proprietary information.
Yes, it's her IP. That's how she gets the exact shade she wants. She can't give it up. That requires you to be a $100 patron backer.
What?
To see how you mix your paints.
Oh man, this is crazy. Okay.
What?
Well, this is like his shirt back here.
Yes.
No, well, this is this his skin? And this is his shirt. But then, see, he's got, I don't know if that's a piece of hair, or it could be a necklace right there.
Or it's like the line from the mold.
Or, yeah, or it could just be a mistake line, or it could be a shirt.
I mean, there's the back of the package over there somewhere.
What is that?
Should be in the container that I opened.
Okay.
You underestimate the quickness of a mother's hand, Grasshopper. Oh, no. I don't think Paula's hand's that quick.
I don't know.
But I guess that would be true then. I underestimate the quickness of her hand. Chance.
You get me real mad.
Hey, Juice, any thoughts on WWE versus AEW? Oh my goodness. Where do I start?
There's no back in here.
There's no back in there that's the Druid?
Uh-uh.
It should be. What happened to it? Huh. I literally just pulled that out before I came back out here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me Google real quick.
WWE versus AEW. So, I just don't think WWE... I watched an interview with a wrestler the other day, and I can't remember who it was. Oh yeah, dude, it was he played Eric Rowan in the Wyatt family. Now he goes by Eric Redbeard. He's starting to do acting and stuff because he was just let go, and like he was talking about the different gimmicks he was given, but how he was never able to tell any story about his character on screen, and in the thing he even said they give you gimmicks, but not storylines or whatever. So anyways, the thing I was thinking about is how WWE does not know how to tell stories at all. Like, they just don't. From an in-ring perspective or, whatever. Just they do not know how to tell good stories. They give, like, one or two storylines out at a time. And it's just awful. It's hard to watch WWE. So that's why I gave up the network over a year ago. I'm just not feeling it. So, yeah, Drake, you gotta sleep sometime. You do.
I can't find this one.
Usually I sleep while she's sleeping, though.
Is he supposed to be a druid?
I think so.
Maybe he's a ranger.
He's not a ranger. He's totally a druid.
Oh, wait, here he is.
Chance said, I get the feeling AEW might bring back some of the fans. So they've already brought back 10% capacity to AEW shows as of last week. We don't have cable, so I haven't watched any of their shows, like, start to finish, since pre-COVID, like, pay-per-view shows, because we go to a friend's house and watch the pay-per-views. But yeah. I mean, they were putting their own wrestlers in the crowd for a while, and that was at least making it more interesting. It was funny seeing over the course of the last few months the WWE copy AEW, like from the camera angle, without the crowd.
Yeah, you can't see anything in this picture.
You can't tell?
It sucks.
I'm sorry.
I can't find anybody who's painted it either.
So you're just gonna have to make a choice as to what it is. You got this. I missed the WWF. Oh, Cameron, I don't. You can watch it on the WWE network if you want to go back and watch it all. It's not as good as we all like to think. But AEW, I feel like, does a good job with telling stories. They're not perfect. Like, people make mistakes on their shows and stuff like that. They don't have the most talent. But I think they tell better stories. You know? Like, there's some consistency there from week to week with most of their stuff. So, you know, that's actually why I prefer AEW. And I think AEW will be around for a while. Because I don't think any of their fans have actually gotten upset about something. Like, not anything serious. Nobody feels screwed over or anything. And I think that's an important aspect to it these days. WWE has all those declining ratings. So would you decide that you're going to pretend it is?
I'm going to pretend that this is sort of like a jacket thing that with sleeves. So then it has like part of a chest covering sort of here in the front, but then it goes around the back, up and around, and then it has these covers over his arms.
Gotcha.
That's not really how it's painted.
He might be a ranger.
No, he's a druid. I found him.
Oh, okay.
That's not how he's painted. He's painted just like basically
Green.
all green.
And
Brown shoes and like
brown
keep
hair.
this clear. Yeah, brown hair. So I'm gonna paint it a little bit more like it's a chest harness thing. So I guess we'll see how that goes.
I think like show that set forth the effort to spin a good tales is worth watching. That sentence was really hard for me to understand, Victor. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's any show I think that has good consistency to its storytelling, and you get like if you're watching a really good show, it's usually got 2 or 3 storylines going at a time, right? Like think Game of Thrones, you were telling like 7 storylines every episode. Certain things were getting wrapped up, new things were starting. Like that happened through most of the seasons. That's how I want wrestling to be done. I want the storylines to be woven in a similar way. And they don't usually do a good job with it. And sometimes they overthink it and try to, I don't know, add stupid crap to it. Like try to make it personal and bring in like family members. And I don't know. It's dumb. Dumb.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. They had a retired female wrestler back in the 90s named Mae Young. And they had her hooking up with Mark Henry, who is the former world's strongest man, was in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And they like as a couple, and she gave birth to a rubber sex toy hand. Like for weeks they were like, she's like, I'm pregnant, and they're like celebrating.
What?
It was, I'm telling you, it was the dumbest storyline ever. Mark Henry with an old like 80-something-year-old woman, maybe even older than that.
Who? That sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, there was a match.
Why did you keep watching?
Well, because there was other stuff that was all right still. But like they just always did stupid stuff like that. Or like in WCW, they had a Viagra on a pole match. But I think it was the same writer for both storylines. It was obviously one's WWF at the time, and then like a year later it was.
That sounds ridiculous.
Vince Russo. He came up with some stupid stuff. But yeah. Sorry, I'm dealing with a crazy cat on the desk. He's attacking my hands. No problem. Aren't all cats crazy? I think they are. So, as of right now, I don't have any streams tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. Or Monday.
Wow, that's a weird weekend.
I know. It's like 4 days without. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm going to stream. I don't know. I'm going to try and stream like the Pathfinder game if I'm going to try and come out here and do some videos, which I probably will try to do that. If I can do that Saturday, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like it was supposed to be, like, not super hot this weekend.
Yeah? Good.
Like, it's like 74 tomorrow and sunny, 77 on Saturday, sort of like thunderstorm Sunday, 74.
Yep, that's fine.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty nice. I can pull some of the plants out of the garden.
There you go.
And I can read the front section.
Yep.
I think there's some that need to be cut back and split up.
You think so?
The plants we have?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Are you going to be gardening all weekend?
not all weekend. No, because I'm going to work on the dresser. I finished the dresser. Finished the trim today.
Yep.
So I did all around the door the other night.
Yep.
And I did the living room the other day. And I did Caleb's room today.
Sounds like you could do a YouTube channel about it. Wink, wink. Chance is really embracing Chance's Guide to Everything. Oh, there's a channel right there. Chance's Guide to Everything. That is your premium brand.
It's like the first video of every single series, like of every single channel that you have.
Right.
So like it plays through like the aromatherapy video, and then it plays
Right.
through, you know, like the spell video, and then it plays through the whatever else you got going on.
Victor says Paula is going to hide dead bodies in the garden. I don't think Paula has it in her.
Oh, so we're right on Main Street. Wouldn't be a good spot.
Actually, it'd be a great spot. Nobody would ever find them.
Yeah, but like...
Cameron says, yeah, it got pretty dumb sometimes, but they had cooler characters than WWE. Who, WCW? I don't know if I agree with that. I liked Edgelords when I was younger. I liked Kane and the Wolf Pack. Kane and the Wolf Pack? Do you mean like... So I don't know who C-A-I-N Kane is. I know who K-A-N-E Kane is with the red and black. The NWO Wolfpack was terrible.
He said he was having an issue with his cat.
No, this is Cameron.
Oh.
That was so long ago, though. The Wolfpack was so bad. Like, I loved the original NWO. And I didn't even hate when they had all those guys in it. But when they split up and did, like, the red and black and white as, like, two separate factions, and then did the finger poke and came back together, and no. Like, that was not my favorite. They kind of got me really intrigued when they did the New Blood Rising thing, where it was like the younger guys versus the older guys on the roster. That was kind of cool, but they screwed that up in so many ways. Chance's Guide to Aromatherapy. That's actually the brand name. Is Chance's Guide to Everything. Is it the brand name? Is that somewhere? Like if I look up Chance's Guide to Everything, is that like the website or something? Is that the social media app? Chance's Guide to Everything? There you go. That's what you actually need to do.
Yeah, where's your app?
Have Chance's Guide to Making phone apps and do it all for...
Link to your web store.
Yeah.
Where you sell aromatherapy. And
right. It
spell
all just
books.
links in a big circle to different things.
Yeah, and then you have like spell books there, and then you have like Pathfinder there. I don't know.
Right. D&D and Pathfinder.
And aromatherapy items you could have.
Not yet working on it though. So we need to hurry up and buy that domain name so that we can sell it to Chance later. I remember when people used to buy domain names for like $15 or something, and they'd hold on to it until like that kid who was a freshman in college hit the pros and wanted to buy his domain name. Yeah. Or like, I think Kanye West had to buy his or something off of somebody and spend a bunch of money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people used to buy, like, if you knew somebody was a really good athlete or they were really good musical talent and haven't quite started working on their, business aspect of their branding, you could, like, copyright their name. You can, buy the domain name up and stuff like that. And so then when they get famous...
Then they need to buy it from you?
Yes.
You're such a crap person.
I've never done that, but people used to do that.
No, I mean, like, if you do that.
Oh, there's a lot of people who did it. They can, yeah. The Black and Red King was the one I meant. I was young enough for the wolf pack to be cool, and I was a big animal nerd. It's got wolf in the name. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, that does not resonate with me, man. I'm only 35. I'm not that old. Like, when the wolf pack was a thing, I was 13, I think. Maybe 14. Yeah, I don't know. Probably 13. So I was young, too. I was a bigger fan, I think, of... At that point, Stone Cold Steve Austin really started to take off. So Stone Cold Steve Austin took me away from WCW. I was really into WWF with Hulk Hogan, and then when he went to WCW, like, that's where I kind of shifted a little, because I was around that age of 9, 10 years old. And then, like, the NWO thing happened, and I was really into that, and I liked how Sting was the black and white Sting, and so I was really into it.
What is this, like, prep for Chance's Guide to Wrestling?
Yep, I'm helping teach. And then, then WCW just started kind of going down the toilet. Steve Austin became super popular. I always liked Steve Austin. I remember him in the Hollywood Blondes and WCW, and I remember him in ECW because we used to get ECW on Past Sports at, like, midnight on Saturdays. It was great. It was so good. But yeah, so then I got more into WWE. But I wasn't able to watch it usually live, so I had to watch the recap shows on Saturday mornings.
I've heard so much about wrestling.
Yeah.
Like,
Why? Because of me?
Since I've met you. Like, way more than what I ever thought I would know.
I would say I know more than most people about wrestling. You're 4
Somebody...
years older than me. That makes a big difference when you're young. Again, I'm 35. I'm young, damn it. I watched both wrestling channels with my grandpa back then. Wow. Yeah, there was, like, too much, I think, that was... Well, it wasn't that I wasn't allowed to watch it. We just usually didn't have cable. I just lived with my mom. Single mother thing. And then I had a friend's house I used to go and watch wrestling with, but he would watch it with his dad, and his dad was a bigger WCW fan. So we would only watch WWF during the commercials over there. Whereas when I did have cable at times, I would flip between both and what I wanted, like what I thought was better. So, kids will never understand what that's like. So I can just go to Hulu like the next day or go to the DVR.
Yeah, I also know way more about like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Colossal Squids than I ever wanted to know.
Oh
like
my
at least
gosh.
the stuff Lily watches now is like totally bearable, like she.
But it's mindless. It's so stupid.
Well, no, but some of the stuff she watches, like she loves The Last Airbender. She's watched that through a couple times.
Well, she's on the new thing now.
Like
Jorora.
Yeah, or like, Pokemon, she'll watch that, and at least those have like something interesting to them.
Yeah.
But just like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and like anything with colossal squids. Every YouTube video out there about colossal squids, whether it is a 1 minute clip from a video game
it's
or a 45-minute documentary dissecting a colossal squid, I have seen it all.
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
I have seen all of them.
No, you
I've
haven't.
seen the video game ones. I've seen toy one like 87
you
times.
Haven't. I'm the one that's usually in the living room during this crap, And he also doesn't like to watch the real documentary stuff.
Oh, he watches that with me.
Oh, he hates it. That's what got him started loving squids. Because I was watching a damn thing on Animal Planet about squids, and he came downstairs at like 3 years old, and ever since then, it's been game on.
It was about squids, so like we need to be really careful what we're letting Gabe watch. Like he's at an impressionable age. You know? Like what was Lily watching at that age?
Nothing. I don't think we let her watch a lot of TV. Chance said, I was actually thinking about you getting back into the YouTube wrestling scene. It doesn't lend itself to my style of videos. I have a channel. I just don't do much on it. I don't watch enough wrestling anymore, I feel like, to do it. Chance, if you don't have wrestling, you don't have everything. That's true. That is true, Cameron. Cameron's on a roll tonight. Props, dude. Props. But no, the thing is I love wrestling. I like a lot of wrestlers, and I love to watch a lot of their interviews with like Chris Van Vliet and some other YouTube channel like interview people. And so I've learned to like different wrestlers outside of wrestling from what they show to the public. So it's hard to be critical sometimes. I think when you're like, well, yeah, it's an honest mistake or whatever, and you know you couldn't do any better. You know what I mean? Same thing with sports. I hate how some people are critical of certain athletes in such a negative way.
Oh, like for missing a basket.
Yeah, like, fire
him,
him, kick him off the team. Like, he sucks, he shouldn't be in the league. Like, people just take it way up a notch.
Yeah, I know. A couple of people have said that to me, especially like Mark at work. He's like, man, people forget these are like 20-year-old kids. Like, they are barely adults, you know, playing this game. And people are interviewing you, you know, and like...
Yeah.
Suddenly pay attention to you.
Cameron said, have him watch Willow. That's a great movie for kids, and it's healthy to think that Val Kilmer is cool. Val Kilmer. So...
Willow probably is cool. I don't remember that, though.
Oh, I feel like I remember hating it and liking it at the same time as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I loved fantasy movies as a kid. I think the problem is I wasn't a fan of, like, Willow being, like, a magic user.
We should get him. We should get the kids. You know what they would love? Are those, like, the old Hobbit cartoon.
I never watched it.
They would love... You never watched it?
No, but I watched, like, Crawl, and I watched Conan, and all that stuff as a kid. Like, the movies.
They would love that. I wonder if we can, like...
Yeah, I don't know. So, when I was little...
Yes! Oh,
my first memory of who Val Kilmer was the O.J. Simpson trials, I think. I think that was my first memory of Val Kilmer. Like, obviously, I had seen Willow, but I don't think I made the connection that he was in that movie. But yeah. Really, there's only 3 things I can think of Val Kilmer for is Willow, Batman, and
those
the
Hobbit
O.J. Simpson
cartoons are
trials.
trippy as hell.
Oh, it's not showing up on my phone?
Oh,
there it comes.
I loved that cartoon. I haven't seen that in so long. We're gonna find
There's
out.
a Joe Rogan interview where he says no one is more hated than someone who is young and successful. I think that's particularly when it comes to sports. I don't know if that's true though. It's because it's like, for example, with sports.
No, that's. I think that's.
You think it's by
That's pretty
age?
true. No one is more hated than someone who is young and successful. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, sometimes people, like, you know, don't like it if somebody younger than them
I mean,
do
yeah, I can see
something
that.
they can't do.
I guess I can see that.
And now there's a lot of, like,
especially if they have experience in that field.
Voicing their opinions on things, and now there's a lot of, like, you know, upset over that.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they realize people care what they have to say. Starting to realize that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's a lot of upset about that.
Like, the thing I've seen with athletes, it's, like, for example, being in the Detroit area, a lot of times, like, we've had some great teams, but we've had some bad teams. Like, just look at the Detroit Lions, right? 0-16. Like, every year, for some reason, there's a bunch of yahoos that think we should be a Super Bowl contending team. Like, they're like, oh, our draft was great. We signed this guy. He's great. Like, they think every move was, like, genius.
Because they just, like,
and the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl.
They just read, like, the summaries in the sports sections or whatever.
Right. It's like, oh, this guy they signed is a big baller of an offensive lineman.
And, of course, everything
but they don't mention, like, the fact that he gives up, like, 2 sacks a game.
I don't know what any of that means.
It just sounds good when you call a guy a big mauler, right?
I don't know what a big mauler is. Like, I don't know what these words mean.
Typically, like, if somebody said that about an offensive lineman,
the majority,
you mean a guy who's going to run over the defensive lineman, the one who's trying to tackle your, you know, they're basically stopping the guys from trying to tackle your guys by just putting them on their butt, right? That's like what a mauler would do, right? Big and strong. But, like, it doesn't mention that he's slow and he gets beat, you know. And so they're like, oh my gosh, this guy's going to be a superstar, you know, like, all of that stuff.
I feel like I've been conned in, like, tonight's mini painting session. Like, it's been all about wrestling.
I didn't bring it up.
And, like, sports and
chat.
stuff.
We're just satisfying the chat. If people want to change the topic, I'm cool with it. I love Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's my guy. Paula can't stand it when I listen to Joe Rogan. Actually, she really can't stand if I listen to Pat McAfee.
I don't know. Who's Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan's the comedian who used to do...
Does he have the dark hair?
He has, like, no hair. He's an older guy.
Oh, yeah,
MMA announcer.
No, I don't mind, like, the content. But his videos... I don't, like, when you listen to them loudly, it's like the pitch of the video makes me want to, like, cry. Like, it hurts my ears.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it, like...
And then the Pat McAfee one, you don't like the content.
So because I get headaches a lot,
right?
And then you hear those noises that just, like, hurt your ears, it just, it makes it, like, throb.
I don't know what noise you're talking about with the Joe Rogan one. I know Pat McAfee, like the volume levels are different.
It's just, like, where the audio is or something like that. I don't know. It's going to be, like, the pitch or something or some sort of whatever. Who knows? But it just, like, drives me crazy.
Yeah. So my favorite Joe Rogan videos are when he talks to people who believe in, like, aliens or, like, weird conspiracy theories. Like, those are my favorite Joe Rogan podcasts. Some of the
I love shows about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, the ones he does where it's mostly politics, I find them fairly informative, but I don't know if I necessarily enjoy them as much. Cameron says, how much wood would a woodchuck... Why are you doing this? He was Chuck Norris. No. Next!
I don't think... Yeah, I don't know.
How much wood
I've never
could a
watched...
woodchuck chuck...
Can I tell you something? I've never watched anything with Chuck Norris in it.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
You've never watched a movie with Chuck Norris?
No.
You've never watched Bruce Lee?
No. Mm-mm.
Are you freaking serious?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
No,
I'm serious.
Have.
I'm serious.
Bruce Lee kicks Chuck Norris's ass.
Yeah, I don't think I've really
in the same movie, he kicks Kareem
I don't think
Abdul-Jabbar's
I've seen a lot of, like, Bruce Lee movies.
How have you not? God, I used to... So, Jose's dad used to make me watch Bruce Lee movies.
I mean, you hadn't seen Star Wars, okay? So
That's
I don't know what's wrong with
Who
you.
said I didn't see Star Wars?
Oh, yeah, you just didn't like it.
I didn't like it. I thought it was boring. I wasn't into a lot of sci-fi as a kid.
Oh, I loved sci-fi. I
loved fantasy.
So when I was like 13,
and sports and wrestling.
Like I was in middle school, I got to move into the basement in my brother's old room.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 3-bedroom house, and it was sort of like almost like, but it didn't have a lot of stairs going up. Anyway,
yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like 4 stairs.
Yeah, so I got to, instead of being crossed off with my parents, I got to move into the basement. When I moved into the basement, there was a family room down there, and there was like a little TV. Like, this really was like, I don't know, probably like, 20-inch TV.
Okay.
Down there, and
I don't think they made 20. I think they were 19-inch.
Okay, they put up like a couch for me or whatever, and I'd watch TV down there, and I'd basically just leave it on like the Sci-Fi Network.
Right.
And that's like basically what I would watch.
You watched bad sci-fi. So many bad sci-fi shows. I used to watch a lot of sci-fi. But I would watch like, what was it? They had like anime on weekends. I think that's where I saw a lot of my fantasy stuff.
I never watched anime. That's the one thing that...
I never knew what the names of the movies were or whatever. But I would watch anime when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, I didn't. All my friends did, but I never got into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I got into it like everyone else. Like, definitely not. Like, I was never like, oh, it's so great. It's just the time it was on was like 1 or 2 in the afternoon on a Saturday. There's nothing on at 1 or 2 on a Saturday when it's not football season. Like, that's just the reality of it. It's awful. Saturday afternoons are the worst TV days.
Well, people are doing things on a Saturday afternoon.
Not
like
football
you're like doing stuff, you know?
Yeah, like trying to watch a good show on TV.
Fixing the trim. Did you take his flag down?
Whose flag?
The Michigan flag.
No, he did.
Oh, how did he take it down?
I don't know. He wants it back up.
Well, I was going to paint the room, so I might as well just keep it down.
That's fine.
Do you think he's going to be mad?
I don't know. I told him I'd put it up tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't think he wanted it in there anymore.
The Michigan flag? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he wanted it back up there tonight. Later, Drake. Have fun at your game. Yeah, no, yeah, he wanted it back up there.
Did he?
Yeah, that was a pain in the butt trying to put that curtain back up.
Yeah, I knew that.
I knew that. That's why I made you do it. That's why I made you change the 4th diarrhea diaper today. That kid stinks. He needs a bath tomorrow. Gabe.
Okay.
Like, bad.
You could have just given him a bath tonight.
No, not at 8 o'clock.
Oh, he would have been fine.
No.
Hmm?
Nope. I wasn't doing it. He wants one. He gets so excited.
So you take one in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I get that. How's it looking?
Lots of brown and green. Should have done the other guy. I don't know what I was thinking. Guys.
Victor says I do miss gaming. I miss in-person gaming.
You know what?
I miss miniatures.
I'm kind of liking playing online.
Really?
Yeah, because I
like in-person.
No, you can just like, you're technically like still at home. It's pretty chill. Like I, could wear my pajamas. Well,
wear your pajamas if you're playing at home.
Not if people are coming over. And if people come over, then usually I also clean the house and
Why? Nobody's even in the house. You clean the house for you. Today you were having a coronary because there was like some damn toys on the floor.
Stop, I was not.
You were.
Stop it.
You were. You were so mad. You stopped at the bar and with both hands on the bar.
Stop.
Okay. I'm stopping. What? I stopped. Oh. Anyways. But yes, I miss in-person games. Not like necessarily like, oh, I need all games to be in person, but because I like online games too. It's just different. For me, online games are way more intense. You know what I mean? Like you're just focusing more on it.
Yes. Maybe
Whereas
that's why I like it.
Whereas in person is more casual to me. Like it's a little more like just hanging out with friends.
Well, that's because you don't ever have any of the side conversation. Like
I think that's a huge part of it, yeah.
You don't have like 3 conversations going on at the same time. That'll never happen.
Right.
You know? So it sort of is going to keep you. Where's the...
What?
What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Holding this miniature. Like struggling over
it's
here.
It's right there in front of your face too the whole time. Victor says, it is just fun, nice to chat with my pals. I have not had any luck with running online RPGs. We've had some great luck with online.
Yeah, I feel like we've had good people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say my online experiences are better than most of my in-person. Like, it's such a hit or miss experience bringing a new person into a in-person game. Like, that's always tough, but I feel like online, I don't know, it generally just is a good experience. Chance says, I miss post-game hangouts. That's like one of my favorite things about our game nights. Paula hates it. It's always like bedtime, and Paula's like, I gotta go to bed. You guys are too loud. She gets so mad that we'll hang out and talk after.
Well, no, just because you guys are standing in the entryway, and a couple of times you woke up the kids, and then I gotta wrangle the kids when it was it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. You know.
Yes, people. Yep. Victor says that is a good point. People do not do side chats. Keeps everyone focused. It's true. It's just more intense. I find it more mentally tiring. So for me...
oh, really?
Yes, online.
Oh, I feel like because...
I have a hard time after 2 hours. I start to I will not play an online game over 3 hours anymore. I don't like it.
Oh, really?
It gets to a point, yeah, then I start tuning out. I can't do it. It's like a movie that's too long. Like some people can't watch Lord of the Rings. I mean, I love that movie. I can. But some people can't just sit there through the whole movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, that doesn't even bother me at all.
Yeah.
I actually feel less...
The perfect online game for me is 2.5 hours.
I couldn't do an in-person game. Well, I can do an in-person game for a long time, but I have to have a lot of breaks. I can't have long sessions. I can do 3 hours and then have a break for a little while and then do 3 more, like we've done with Andrew and Erica before. I can do something like that where it's broken up into different sections, because otherwise it's too much just sitting there all day.
Sounds like me with online. I just can't do online games like that.
Yeah, so I mean, if people are talking less and they're paying a little bit more attention, I think that helps. You know? It kind of forces you to know what's going on.
Right. That's the other thing, too, about online. So, online, even after a game, I'm typically so tired I don't feel like hanging out. I'm usually like, alright, I am ready for bed. But then I can't go to bed anyway. You know?
I mean, I think usually I am, too, but...
Cameron says, same here, Juce. I'm mentally exhausted after 4 hours of online gaming when I play. But when I DM, I could do it all day long. So, in person, I feel like I can play all day, for the most part. That's fine. I don't think I could run a game all day long. I think running a game, I'm probably at that 4 hour of game mark. Yeah, you could hang out for 6 hours and play for 4 hours in that 6 hour window. But 4 hours game time is about all I'm probably capable of sitting down and running in person. Usually if I run an in-person game, I'll have maybe upwards of 5 or 6 encounters playing D&D 5e, for example. Like, that's about how much I would have ready. Which I don't think is too much.
How much?
Like, maybe 5 or 6 encounters prepared. That doesn't mean all of them happen.
Yeah. Or
that's
depending, or if you have like a little bit larger of an encounter, you could probably get through two things, like 2 large sections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I try to mix in stories.
Like about 3 hours is usually like a good, like, you know, that's
about
like
how much you prep for.
A mini dungeon or like a little house or, you know, something like that. You know, because you might have an encounter on the way there.
Yeah, but I feel
you might have like a little, you know.
I feel like in person we get through far more than online.
Yeah,
like,
because
even looking
people
at
are
Descent
focused.
but like Descent into Avernus, online we don't get through as much in the same amount of time.
Yeah, because people are focused and you push us along less. Like, because you're focused on.
Oh.
You know.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know.
Victor says, my issue is taking a break. Maybe 2 hours, take a 30-minute, start up again. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's a good like break time is about 2 hours.
I can't. I have trouble sitting still for that long.
Yeah. Chance says, I'm a D&D marathoner. I want to attempt a 24-hour game. Do it, man. Our friend Michael from the Dead Aussie Gamer, he was going for the Guinness Book of World Records with Pathfinder: Rise of the Rune Lords. I think he said it was like 3 days. I don't think he ever got confirmation if he did it, if he actually accomplished it or not. But they streamed it and everything. So there you go, Chance. If you ever want to do it, there's your guy to talk to. I'm sure he would do it. But he wouldn't do it for the Guinness Book of World Records again. He's already said that.
He seems like he's got a lot of energy.
Oh, Michael?
Yeah.
Oh, Michael's awesome. He does. Alright, so you good for the night because you're out of water?
Yeah, I'm out of water.
How's your druid looking?
I mean, he looks fine.
You think he's going to be awesome or no?
I don't know.
Are you excited about him?
I think I will, and I'll be more excited next time.
You were really excited when we got that. It's like, over time, you've lost interest.
Yeah, let me finish this one thing real quick.
Okay.
It's because I don't know what I want to do with him. You know?
Longest D&D game was 209 hours. Yeah, but not straight. You can't physically do that. You would die. Like, that's 2 weeks or something. That's over a week of gaming. You can't stay awake that long. You will pass out. Your body will make you sleep. Five-minute break every hour that could be stacked. Yeah, that's not in the Guinness book then. I don't think they allow that in the rules. I think so. They have like very specific rules according to Michael.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess that if it happened, it's probably within the last like 2 years then too. Cameron said, I have almost done a 24-hour before. We were like 4 hours short or more. So you were maybe 5 or 6 hours short. That's not almost 24 hours at that point. That's like 70% of the way there. Victor said, okay, a week of gaming is more like work. Yeah, no, that sounds really crummy. Like, I hate playing when I'm exhausted. I do. Like, right now, if I was playing a game, I would not be happy. I'd be hating it. I just don't find it enjoyable. typically when I'm tired. All right, done with your one thing?
Yeah.
All right. So with that... oh, man, my phone messed up. With that, maybe I'll have Michael on again sometime. I need to start getting those set up. Some of the RPG talk shows. Get some people... Oh, Victor wants to toss out a D&D idea. Yeah, you need to do that. Always. I'm waiting for this D&D idea.
Here, I'll paint something while you're waiting.
No, you don't have to. Excuse me.
Don't worry, I should probably paint this section anyway.
Okay. We should just make Paula paint miniatures tomorrow night, too. And the night after that. And the night after that. And the night after that.
You want me to work on this dresser?
I do. I want that done. I just want to get our vehicle out of the driveway.
Yeah.
It bothers me now.
That it's in the driveway?
Yeah, I don't know why. Waiting on your idea, Victor. Tell the cat to quit attacking your fingers. Let's get this idea in there.
I mean, I got a lot of stuff I can paint, so it's okay.
Yeah, but I'm thirsty.
See here. Okay. So.
And tired.
Next.
I'll probably drink some water and go straight to bed. Like, this stream will go off, and I'll be in bed within 2 minutes.
You think so?
Close.
I doubt it.
My idea is borrowed from Spelljammers, an orc nation based on Rome. Okay. So is there more, or is that the idea?
An orc nation based on Rome? So you're thinking like a republic style? Like,
I
but an
guess.
orc nation?
I guess.
I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't be like a good idea.
No, I think that's possible. I think it works depending on your setting.
Like, are they the good guys or the bad guys? Are they just sort of like a neutral area? Or how does that play
Wasn't
into
Rome like the bad
the
guys always taking over other
remainder?
places and adding it to their lands?
I mean, they were kind of jerks sometimes.
I mean, it could be cool. The structure of the way they did things
You
would
know,
work
but
well
is
for a
that
game.
what you're thinking? Like, and what are the places around them gonna do?
Yeah. Rome was pretty large. And I would assume if you have something like that, then you're talking
It wasn't
about...
that big.
Yeah, it would. It took up
I mean-
a lot of space after a while.
Okay.
So I don't know, like... So what's the idea? Like the whole
Are you
thing
going for
is...
the like political aspect or
Right.
like the expansion aspect or?
Well, I mean, clearly the party or the adventuring group would be inside of the Roman nation. But, like, how heavy of an impact does this orc nation have on the story of the game?
Oh yeah, that's
Like-
what I'm asking.
Like, are you wanting it to be about that or not? The orcs are smart, well-organized, and willing to make agreements with humans. So it's just an aspect of your setting more than, like, a D&D campaign idea. Right?
I mean, he just said it was a D&D idea. He didn't
Yeah.
say.
I know. Yeah, I think it would work. I think it'd be cool.
Could be an interesting campaign idea though, if you wanted to do something a little bit more political.
It's like just a rough idea. I just thought of it a few minutes ago. No, I like it. I love talking about stuff like that. I'm in the process of reworking the history of my world, so
I've never played like a political game.
yeah. Ever?
I mean, not like an RPG game that was political.
Nothing Game of Thrones style?
No, none of that type of stuff.
Yeah. I think it's hard. Like, so when I've talked to some people, it's almost like there was too much like predetermined stuff. Like they're like, could the players adjust it and mess with it? Sure, but for the most part, it was a lot of like, okay, at this time, this person dies, and then which house did it, and it's like, so you're like predetermining a lot of it, which is fine, but at the same time, it doesn't allow a lot of player agency, because if things are different, it messes up everything you've planned for like the campaign. So I don't know. I haven't seen a good way to run or to prepare something that would be like political intrigue for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen anything run that was like super political.
Chance says political tabletop RPGs can be tricky. 5e doesn't have a lot of mechanics for it. But do you need mechanics for it? I mean, you have enough. You have like social interaction type mechanics, and you have like the honor system in the DM's guide. You have a loyalty system. I mean, you can tweak one of those systems for what you want. Pathfinder has something like that too. Spellcasters typically break most campaigns. Yeah, I mean, they can. They can. But if you're doing political intrigue, you got to have like high up people that are protected, right? Or powerful people that can protect themselves. Maybe their throne is a anti-magical thing that anyone who steps in within like 100 feet of it can't cast any magic or something. No magic works. Like.
What are you talking about? Chance said he'll run one.
I would happily play one. Yeah.
That could be fun.
Mm-hmm. I would love to play something like that. I still want to kill a bunch of stuff though. Because that's what I like to do. Yeah, like Game of Thrones, that was the best part of that show. Was all the like political stuff in the background.
I love shows with lots of twists and turns like that.
So do I. He said, sure, I'll build some maps. I could do a one-shot. Okay. Yeah.
What system?
Probably 5e, I would bet.
Would we use?
Yeah, which system? Will we do Pathfinder or 5e or what? Okay. Yeah, now we just got to figure out a day and time.
Somebody else who wants to play too.
Mm-hmm. We can do that.
If you would like to play a political intrigue
Join the
campaign
Discord.
Run by Chance's Guide to Aromatherapy, please make your way to the Discord.
All right, so we're good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's been real. We are ending this at about 10:07, because that's a good time to end it, because we're tired. So, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. And give us a like. We're up to 5 likes, which is awesome. And yeah, we'll see you guys next Wednesday for another miniature painting stream, finishing this Druid. Well, I don't know. She might not finish it, but he looks like he's actually already kind of close. So almost all the base coating's done.
Yeah, he's not close.
Yeah, but the small ones are easy for you. You get them done quick. Once you get done with the base coat, like you start slapping a little bit of washes and then highlights on, like you're done. You go quick on that last little stretch.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Victor says, which leads to the problems with other nations.
I don't know how long other people take to paint miniatures.
I think we've talked to people, and it's like 4 hours, so 4 to 8 hours, depending on stuff. So I don't know. All right, guys. Have a good night. Game on.